Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Cindy and today I'm going to be baking Malva pudding. So if you saw my previous video, I talked about how I want to start doing the channel differently. So I'll be doing like vlogs on Sundays, like more lifestyle and other things, but on Thursdays I will be baking or cooking, right? So I actually thought, let me start this off by doing like a theme. So since I'm in South Africa, for those of you who don't know, I'm actually in South Africa, but I'm originally from Zimbabwe. Yeah, but being in South Africa, I thought, let me just celebrate South Africa. Let me do a theme of South Africa's most iconic or most favorite desserts. Okay, so on my list is peppermint crisp, which I already did. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put the link in the description below and then you can check it out. So that will be video number 1. So that's the peppermint crisp. So this is the second one, and so this Malva pudding one will be the second one. So in the end I will do 3 more in the following weeks. So let's get started. Okay, so to make the sponge, you need 150 grams of flour, you need 3/4 cup of sugar, you need 1 generous tablespoon of butter melted. I'm actually using baking butter, so you can use that as well. And then you can use 2 large eggs, and then 1 teaspoon of vinegar, 1 tablespoon of apricot jam, and then half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and half a teaspoon of baking soda. And you need 1/3 cup of milk. Okay, so first start by whisking the sugar and the where the eggs, yeah, there. Take it together. There you go. I'm using my twister thing. Yeah. Mix it up. It's soft and fluffy. There you go. And then can add the apricot jam, the melted butter, let's mix it up. And then gonna take the flour and the baking powder and salt, just mix it up nicely, right? The flour is already sifted like that. Okay, and then it's kind of messy. Much better. And then go. Then I'm gonna add the vinegar and the milk. Try it again. I hardly use this thing, but my mixer is not here, so whoa. it well. Go. Okay. I'm just scraping the sides here because you can see there's some leftover flour, and it should be done. Okay, so I'm using a square silicone dish. It's actually two, but I love the silicone ones because you don't need to grease them, you just pop it in there. But I use this other one just so that it's more stable when I'm taking it out. So I've mixed my, and then there you go. It was actually very simple dessert to make. I don't know, I'm one of those people who has to scrape every last bit of butter in there. Sometimes I'll let my kids lick, but yeah. There you go. Okay, so I always try to make sure that it's like evenly spaced. Yeah, like that. Okay, see, now it's ready to put into the oven. So for the sauce, you need to make it whilst the sponge is cooking, or the pudding is cooking, so that immediately after, then you can pour the sauce. It's fresh out of the oven. So you take 100 grams of butter, or baking butter. As usual, I'm using baking butter, right? And then you put in some hot water as well, a tablespoon of vanilla essence, right? Some sugar. This is 100 grams. Sugar and 3/4 cup of fresh cream. And then you just bring it to a boil. Yeah, even though I'm using baking butter, I must say, if you really want the best results, using real butter is the best. But you know, with inflation and all that, most of the time I just use the substitute, the baking butter. It works pretty well. But on days when I really want to spoil myself, or just, you know, then I'll just use like real butter, and it just makes the, you know, it just brings out that delicious taste in the recipe. Okay, so there, the sauce is all done. It's rich and creamy. Like, if you want to diet, I really wouldn't suggest that you have Malva pudding, because it's so rich in cream, butter, sugar, you know. So, but wow, it really does taste delicious, and it's one of my favorite puddings. There you go, guys, it's done. You just always have to put cake taste or a toothpick, and if it comes out clean, then it's done. And then you put your hot sauce here. So I usually go like this. It's load shedding, so put all that sauce there. So I just go in the corner there and I just go so that it soaks it in. And there you have it, Malva pudding. So you can have it as is. As you can see, it's got a rich sauce, or you can simply just serve it with custard, warm custard, or with some vanilla ice cream. It's delicious that way. I personally prefer it with vanilla ice cream, but with custard it's also nice. So there you go.